An infamous scene brought to life. Percy Jackson falling from the Gateway Arch. It was first depicted in the books and now a new TV series on Disney+. The demigod hurls through the sky, past the arch and courthouse, and is saved by being thrown into the Mississippi River. Well, that scene showing the possibilities for movies in Missouri. However, not all shows and movies depicting the Show Me State are actually filmed here.
That which separates the haves from the have-nots. But what is money? It's everything if you don't have it, right? You can change your life.
You've probably seen it. It won Emmy Awards and put the spotlight on the Lake of the Ozarks. But the hit Netflix series Ozark wasn't filmed in Missouri. Ozark is just one of many projects that skipped Missouri after film credit law expired a decade ago. Now state leaders have brought the tax credits back. First Alert 4's John Kipper explains we are already seeing momentum for movies in Missouri.
You see that, kids? That's the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the west.
Sights of St. Louis.
You know you're in St. Louis? Yes, I do.
Showing up on the big screen over the decades. But just because a Hollywood hit is set in Missouri
feels more like cartel to me.
Doesn't mean it was shot here.
All right, there you go, everyone.
Leaders in Jefferson City, however, are trying to change that, moving to make Missouri more attractive to movie makers. And that has Kelly Hyatt ready to scout locations.
I walk around the city and there's treasures everywhere. There's so many looks.
From the streets of downtown St. Louis to the greenery of spots like Castlewood Park. She is the person tasked with finding and learning about all the spots where a movie or show could be filmed.
It was so amazing, and it's got the brick and the cobblestone, and I'm like, this is so cool. This is like New York.
Hyatt now manages the St. Louis Film Office and used to work as a locations manager in big cities, including Los Angeles. But now she can be found constantly bragging about all the film opportunity in the St. Louis region.
A lot of my friends out in Los Angeles are calling me.
Beforehand, for roughly a 10-year period, Hollywood wasn't calling. The last major motion picture shot in St. Louis was in 2009, with Oscar-nominated Up in the Air, starring George Clooney.
We walked by a bakery that was having their sugar delivered.
4 years later, Gone Girl was shot in Southwest Missouri, but then the state legislature yelled cut. Film tax credits that aided in these productions coming to the Show Me State expired. And movies and shows like Ozark were largely shot elsewhere, until last year, when a new bill called the Show-Mo Act was passed, and TV and movie making were again incentivized to come to Missouri.
We kicked it off with, a boom with On Fire.
The movie On Fire, starring William H. Macy, was shot last November in Maplewood and was the first major picture to get the tax credit. Early evidence that there was interest in filming in Missouri and St. Louis.
They were really hoping to film it here.
Ron Durham was locations manager for On Fire, and he's a St. Louis resident who was also on hand when Up in the Air filmed in St. Louis 15 years ago.
It is fairly easy to film here. People are receptive and they're friendly.
But it's not just those big budget popcorn movies.
I believe we're more than a flyover state.
Meet Jessica Ambule.
So I have the honor of professional storytelling on both sides of the camera.
An actor and producer who lives in the region and recently helped shoot a short film in the city called Vision.
17, take one, marker.
It's about a young sketch artist in North City who comes across magical glasses, and it's all shot and acted by local talent.
You don't need to go far. It's all right here.
They also got the new tax credit.
We were enabled to do more with our money and stretch it than we even imagined.
So it appears the economics of filming in Missouri are changing yet again for Hollywood.
It comes down to money.
Shooing away places that have been filmed countless times.
People are sick of shooting in Los Angeles. People are sick of shooting in New York.
And instead, head to the heartland.
There's no place other that I've ever been to like St. Louis that can literally just lend itself as a character to your film, to your television show.
The goal was to bring the history and character of St. Louis back into the spotlight for all to see. And Hyatt hopes that a major TV series can come and define St. Louis, similar to what Cheers did for Boston and The Wire did for Baltimore.
To have something like that in St. Louis that showcases St. Louis would be an amazing win for all of us.
She says the industry is ready for St. Louis to be a player.
That are all anxious and ready to get here and start working.
And now all St. Louisans can do is wait for Hollywood to come and press play. Reporting in St. Louis, John Kipper, First Alert 4.